Good mornings to all. On behalf of the Jurist Academy, on our channels, I welcome all of you. Myself, Surinder Singh Bhardwaj. I did my law in the year 90. After that, I appeared in IS Main with law subject, and then I topped the written examination in Punjab Judicial Service, and I cleared this, and I serve as a judicial officer. Today we will discuss with the topic in our students regarding the bail. We will discuss the bail. And as you know that bail is an important topic in the criminal jurisprudence. In this topic, it is between the balance of a life of a liberty and between the society's norms of the society. On the basis of this, number of judgments like Motiram case with the state of MP, Balchand case, and even Gurmukh Singh CBR case, Shushila Agarwal case, and the latest Arnab Goswami case, the priority has been given while deciding the bail applications. Justice Chandrachud Honorable discussed that in bail by mentioning the law deigning definitions that when a person has come and filed an application while discussing that it is my application of my personal life and liberty, the court should first decide that matter and kept the other matters pending. And on the basis of this discussion, on behalf of the Jurist Academy, we have made this lecture to discussion with the students, and that's why the Honorable Justice Shri A.N. Jindal, who has served in Punjab and Haryana High Court, and one of the great luminary in the judicial system, and also has a great knowledge regarding the criminal civil law. And he has decided a number of cases. And first, on behalf of the Jurist Academy, I am thankful to the Honorable Justice Shri A.N. Jindal ji, who has given us a time for the students, for teaching them, because their purpose is to give educations to the students and teach them is their priority. So I request, and we will discuss the bails regarding the topic of bail with the students. Now, my question is only simple as this. Sir, जो ये bail है, जो bail jurisprudence है, normally sir जो court है, while granting the bail, किस aspects को वो court sir देखती है?
I have come to guide you, to teach you, and to increase your knowledge regarding the chapter of bail and bonds. You must have gone through the Code of Criminal Procedure. There are two chapters. One is chapter 13, I think so, is section 106 to 1010. The court can ask bonds whenever it appears that there is a disturbance of public peace and tranquility, or a habitual offender has been caught, or the person is concealing his presence. Now coming to the next chapter 33. Chapter 33 relates to the bail and bonds. We see that what is bail? Bail is not defined in the Code of Criminal Procedure. Bail is a security for appearance. We should not be theoretical enough. These are the days of smart classes, smart teaching, and smart learning. Now, let us see what is the object behind the bail. Bail, security for appearance. Bail is a security law, like Sikh says. It is a security for appearance. Whenever an accused is arrested, his liberty cannot be curtailed till he is convicted, till he is found guilty. Happy accused is presumed to be innocent till till the trial is concluded and ends into conviction. Then that is why this chapter of bail was added by the legislature in its wisdom to keep in view the liberty of the people, liberty of the criminals, so that the innocent be convicted, innocent be kept in jail for long time. Sometimes the people, those who cannot furnish the bail, take years together to and languish in jail more than the sentence which is provided in the Code of Criminal Procedure. Whenever a person is arrested, he is offered, will you be able to furnish the bail, and in which cases this offer is given? Only in bailable cases, where a police officer arrests a person for a bailable offence. And in cases where a police officer arrests without grant in a normal offence, then he is brought to the magistrate. Then he could apply before the magistrate for grant of bail, and after hearing the public prosecutor, the bail is granted. There are provisions from 436 to 439 which are most important relating to the question of bail. Now I will make you understand in such an easy way that you will not forget. This 436, 436A, 434, these relate to bailable offences. Do you understand bailable offences? Which are mentioned in Schedule 1 as bailable, or any act provides that these offences would be bailable. Bailable is that offence where the sentence is, in a very simple and easy way, the bailable is that offence where the sentence is awarded less than 3 years. That is bailable. Or the act provides that this offence would be bailable.
This is mentioned in the schedule.
It is mentioned in the schedule. Okay? And you mentioned 436 or 436A over B. Over B means bailable. 436-436A over B. Now 437 and 439 NB, non-bailable. And there is another provision, 438, that is AB. 438 over AB. Now, do you know that these provisions have been these new provisions have been added? 436A, 437A, 439A. You notice that 439A has also been added. It is not in your notice. In the Punjab Amendment, it is by way of Punjab Amendment that 439A has been added. Similarly, 437A has been added. Is it in your notice?
437 is mentioned in that. Yes.
Okay. Now the question arises, what is 436A? 436A, whenever an accused commits a bailable offence or is brought before a police officer, and is brought before by the police officer, or he is before the police officer, and if he is ready to grant, if he is ready to offer for bail, then he would be granted bail by the police officer or the magistrate, as the case may be. This is 436. 436A, 436 relates to bailable offences. Would you have another question?
Okay, beta. Or any other, first you can put any question to sir. कोई clear करना
bailable, non-bailable, any question you can ask.
Any questions, बेटा कोई भी आप questions पूछ सकते हैं, ठीक है?
So under 436A, it has been mentioned that any offence other than death, if the
other than
death,
That's it. That's punishable for death.
Punishable.
Let us see. Let us see. Let us see. Let us see. Which provision you want to say?
Sir, where the under
You read the complete provisions.
where a person has during the period of investigation, inquiry or trial under this code of an offence under any law, not being an offence for which the punishment of death has been specified.
Okay.
ठीक है, इसमें सिर्फ वो लाइफ नहीं बोल रहा है, सिर्फ डेथ बोल रहा है.
हाँ.
और अगर वो 1/2 imprisonment कर लेता है अंडर ट्रायल, तो उसका बेल राइट बन जाता है. But what if he is punishable with an offence, punishable with life imprisonment? Then what will be the scenario in that case?
Yes, yes, yes.
How
Now
can
they
we
have
calculate how?
they have excluded only cases where the punishment of death is provided, where he is the offence is punishable with death. Now only death. And in other cases, the law says that if he is languishing in jail and has already undergone half of his sentence, then he could be granted bail.
So the purpose is the main purpose is डेथ को हम हाफ में कन्वर्ट नहीं कर सकते. ठीक है, लाइफ का तो सम टाइम है, अभी 14 इयर्स जेल मैनुअल्स के अंदर वहां पे है, इसलिए हम उसको हाफ ऑफ द कन्वर्ट कर देते हैं. डेथ को हम जो है हाफ ऑफ कन्वर्ट नहीं कर सकते. ठीक है, जब हाफ ऑफ द कर सकते हो तो उस केसेस के अंदर वो जो बेल है देन इट बिकम्स हिज राइट. ठीक है, ये. और एनी अदर क्वेश्चंस और कोई क्लैरिटी में डालिए.
Sir, if a person is held under preventive detention, is like preventive detention, if before apprehending any crime, for example, if a rally is being organized, sometimes some people are putting the police station so that they don't create any problem in the rally or in any function or political rallies. So in that case, if that person is detained for like 1 day, 2 days, so then also he can approach the court for bail. He can also approach the court.
He can, whenever he is brought or appears before the court, and he offers to the court that I am ready to furnish the bail, then he is granted bail. Preventive detention is something different. Those are different acts where the bail cannot be granted.
Because that purpose is to
That
prevent,
is the main-
prevent that part.
That is to prevent the breach of peace.
Yeah.
Chapter 8 हुआ ना?
Normally we have seen that previously in Jammu and Kashmir,
Yes.
ठीक है, and this Farooq Abdullah and
That
others.
is why everywhere it happens. They fill the bus with the violators and take them away. Thereafter they are produced before the magistrate or left. Or they say that they have not committed any crime, they have committed some variable offence under section 106 or 107 or 108.
Sir, one of the question is normally from the student. कि sir, अगर 302 ज्यादा serious offences के अंदर the session judge and the high court has given to do the bail in these matters, normally जो session court जा वो क्यों नहीं bail वहाँ पे होती है? What was the reason why?
I couldn't follow you. You mean to say that if the High Court grants bail or
My simple is that if the session court has a power to grant a bail under section 302, normally the sessions court not use this power to grant it.
Yes, but it depends upon the reasons. It upon the circumstances by which he is not being granted bail. Or this is one of the major reasons that gravity of the offence is to be seen. If he has committed a murder and a murder of 1 or 2, 3 people, and his role is clear, then they put him up of life. Today he commits the murder, tomorrow he is granted bail. Then gravity of the offence would have the back seat. That is why he is not granted bail at an early stage. That is why this provision has been added. If the person had committed an offence for punishment of life or 10 years or 7 years, then if he has undergone half of the sentence provided, then he can be granted bail. That is 436A has been added. And there is one provision you must know. There is one provision that if in an offence trial by a magistrate, it is a non-variable one, even it is a non-variable one, then if the evidence is not completed within 60 days from the first date of evidence, then he can be granted bail. Have you read that provision?
Yes, sir.
ओके सर, मतलब सर ये है अभी जो कोर्ट है सर, यू हैव
This is the provision 4376.
Yes, sir.
This is says if in any case trial by a magistrate, trial of a person accused of any non-variable offence is not concluded within a period of 60 days from the first date of fixed for taking evidence in the case, such person shall, if he is in custody during the whole of the said period, be released on bail to the satisfaction of the magistrate, unless for reason to be recalled. That power has been given to the magistrate, that for reason to be recalled, he can say that he cannot be granted. As his next question was that if High Court grants bail or Session Judge grants bail and the accused jumps bail, and whether the bail could be cancelled? Yes, it can be cancelled. If he has misused the concession of bail, bail is granted. In the event that he would not misuse the concession of the bail, then this K. Sharma judgment is there to say that he can be, the bail can be cancelled.
So sometimes the problem has come. Suppose if you are a magistrate judge, you are an additional session judge, some of time the bail is granted by the High Court. ठीक है, accused not appear. तो कौंसल कहता है जी सर हाई कोर्ट ने बेल ग्रांट किया, यू कैन ओनली forfeit the bail bond and surety bond. You cannot cancel the bail. Bail is granted by the High Court, only High Court can cancel it. You can write to the High Court to cancel the bail.
That is not
So in these matters, sir, what should be that?
That is not so. That bail bond can be cancelled and forfeited. Bail has been furnished before you. Bail bond has been furnished before you. When you forfeit the bond, bail will be automatic process. It would be cancelled. And have you seen that form 45 regarding the bail bonds?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Schedule it is.
Yes. That is the proforma. That is two types. One is personal bond, the other is surety bond. Okay? Personal bond is the bond furnished by the accused himself. Surety bond is the bond furnished by the third person for undertaking that he would appear before the court as and when he is required, and the time and place. The court would mention the time and place. If the court doesn't mention the time and place, then it would be a vague bond.
Sir, normally suppose accused appeared before a court, and sometimes he cannot furnish at that time, cannot give a sureties and other. Can court release that person on personal bond?
Yes, it is a very important question. It is also explained in 436. 436. Uh, 436 it is mentioned that if he can't furnish the surety bond for appearance,
7 day imprisonment.
7 days he will stay. He will imprisonment nahi hai. It is not imprisonment.
So if he has gone 7 days, it will be assumed that he is a pauper.
7 days in jail.
Yes.
Then it will be presumed
That he is a pauper.
he is a pauper. Then court instead of asking for the surety bond would ask for the personal bonds.
Okay, this matter was
But it
also,
was only in cases of bailable offences. It is only provided under section 436, not anywhere else.
And on personal bond, with or without surety.
Without sureties. And where the sureties, now there is a new provision of law you must have read, that When the surety is furnished, the court can send it for scrutiny, or it is accepted by on the basis of affidavit filed by the surety that it is a solvent surety. And the court, and
That he has not given any other surety.
then another provision has been added that the surety will have to furnish a declaration.
Yes, declaration with that in
Yes.
which in number of cases he has
already given
given a
surety.
surety. ठीक है ना?
Yes, sir.
So sometimes in the courts, if the advocate feels that the honorable judges
You come here,
Yeah, अच्छा.
be comfortable, you can ask 100 questions.
हाँ, no problem. ऐसा किया जाता है. Yes.
So sometimes in the court, if an advocate feels that the honorable judge is not willing to give bail and is like about to dismiss the bail, so sometimes the advocate withdraws the petition at
There is
that
another
time
petition.
and file so that he don't want to go in appeal
Yes.
and exhaust his.
The appeal is one thing.
This
Is
is
you
also
have uttered a
procedural
word.
thing.
One thing.
Then the application will decide. Then he will.
You have uttered a word appeal.
हाँ.
If the application is decided, then there is no appeal. But there is a provision that if the magistrate dismisses the application, he can go before the district and session judge or the high court. There is no appeal.
That is a
Now you ask the question.
Listen, my question is about the kind of the practical working in the court. Advocate
Withdraw.
That what is the public interest? He has committed such an offence. If I grant bail today, then what would happen in the society? How the society would think? Then that is why the application, when we see that it is only 7 days and he has committed a offence, punishable with for life, punishable for 10 years. He has chopped off the leg. Gravity of the offence, that is the only criteria. And another you must see that there is many provisions have been added, that is a revolution has been brought in the court, that if an offence has been, if the application has been filed by an accused who has been guilty of the offence punishable with death or death, then his bail he cannot be granted bail. Again, if he has committed an offence, if he has once committed already, he has been convicted for an offence punishable with death, imprisonment for life or 10 years. If he has a previous conviction, he cannot be granted bail. So third, if he has been convicted for an offence punishable with imprisonment for life, 10 years or 7 years or 3 years, up to 3 years twice, then if 3 years they have, then he cannot be granted bail. Otherwise, if he is previous convict for an offence, punishable with 3 years once, then he can be granted bail. Here again provisions again written that the court can grant bail in special cases where a person is a sick, infirm or old age.
Sir, some offences are like offence against SC and ST, and some offences, especially in the rape cases, where specifically legislature has barred the courts, even the High Court and the lower courts, to grant a bail. Sir, can High Court grant a bail on those cases? In which cases?
Yes, I am coming on that. From the very beginning I said that notwithstanding the fact that every offence has been described if it is bailable or non bailable, or if it is in the similar way, the acts also provide that no bail can be granted to him if an offence is made out under SC/ST Act or under the Drugs and Cosmetics Act or under the NDPS Act. Many acts are there. Now we say that he has committed an offence under the SC/ST Act, he cannot be granted bail. practically looking at, then the court has to see in such cases whether he has committed an offence. If under the SC/ST Act, whether offence under section 3 of the SC/ST Act is made out from the allegations in a closed door. There is a word public domain. If I say something incriminating to a rule caste in a closed door or somewhere in a
room or
in a talk, so then that is not in public domain. That is why the bail is granted under the SC/ST Act. It is said that this offence is not made out. Similarly,
What have we done in 482?
the 482, when there is a specific provision, those are inherent powers. Under inherent powers, the court cannot grant 482.
So when it is specifically mentioned, you cannot grant bail, and especially in here, then for which provision?
482 that may have quashing of the FIR. Quashing of the FIR, that is the same thing. If the offence is made out, then the 482, if penalty is not maintained, if offence is not made out, then it will be maintained. But the High Court looks at these provisions. Then they say that, okay, we are admitting a 482, we are issuing notice under the 482 for this petition. For bail, you go to those provisions under section 439.
Because before passing this act, CRPC, earlier the anticipatory bail has no provision, and the bail was granted under 482 by the High Courts only on the basis of that. So because if there is a no provision specifically barred by the legislature where the High Court cannot grant a bail, but if the High Court said that it is an injustice because no case is made out, then the High Court cannot use 482 powers.
The 482, when there was no provision. Now there is a provision. When there was no provision, they were exercising powers under 482.
Because there is no provision of this.
Now there is a provision for grant of bail. Now, when the offence is prevention not made out, then he would be granted bail. Otherwise, there is a provision, then he would have to undergo 6 months, half of his sentence. Every event has been discussed, met with by the court. But you have to do, that is most important, that many amendments, 2013 amendment has been, 439A has been amended, 437 has been amended, 436 has been amended. You examine these provisions minutely. Normally the questions come from outside from the amended laws. But change has been brought. They want to know, test your knowledge. That
latest knowledge,
latest knowledge, update knowledge.
That's what rightly said. They want to check your current knowledge,
Current
latest
knowledge.
development.
Current knowledge.
उस पे ज़्यादा questions skip होता है. और बेटा कोई questions any other जो है?
Now latest judgment is Sushila Agarwal, 29th of January 2020. You go through that judgment on bail. That was a case when the FIR was registered after 10 years. Earlier, she had moved for case for registration of case under rape, but a case under section 506 was only registered. Thereafter, she continued hanging over in the courts, and after 10 years, the case was registered under rape. That to discuss the Grossing Syria was also discussed. Many judgments were discussed. As Bhagwat, my brother Bhagwat has said that if the bail is not, if the bail was granted by the High Court, then N.K. Sharma's judgment I have quoted, and Hussein's judgment is there. Any judgments are the guidelines for grant of bail, but you should have the mastery over the basic provisions. Whether the High Court, whether the Session Judge can reduce the amount of bail, whether the sureties can be discharged, or what even the surety can be discharged, whether he can. There is also a provision of appeal under Section 446. You go through 449, I think so.
अपील भी फाइल हो सकती है
सर very forward appeal 449. The appeal from the orders under Section 446. Only 446 is appealable. Take notice, क्योंकि when the accused has been vested with the power that if his bail is rejected by the trial court, he can go to the court of district judge and the High Court, or he can go to the High Court. Then that is why they wisely they did not provide for bail. Then liberty was given to the accused if he is not granted bail, or if the prosecution if the bail was granted, prosecution wants to go for cancellation. Then for cancellation there are two provisions. For non-bail offences other than death or punishment or life, then that is 437(5). 437 for cancellation. The magistrate who has granted bail can cancel the bail and re-arrest him, order re-arrest. Similarly, there is 439(2). If the magistrate has not cancelled the bail, he can go to High Court under Section 439(2).
सर इतना जो एंटीसिपेटरी बेल है कुछ कोर्ट्स ग्रांट्स करन दे टाइम्स व्हाट द कोर्ट सी की पॉइंट्स देखती है कोर्ट व्हेन द कोर्ट ग्रांट एंटीसिपेटरी बेल
Anticipatory bail has been provided under Section 438. It is only at the it is applicable. It is coming into operation only at the in the event of the arrest of the accused, not after the arrest of the accused. If he is accused is arrested, then 438 over. Only then remains 436, 7 and 39. If in the event of the accused, there are words specially, you will note, if the accused has reason to believe
that he may be
apprehended.
Nowhere in the law, if you have the power, have the assessment of the accused. It is in this case, it is an assessment of the accused, not the court.
Yes. It is to the
If the
accused will see whether he
will see whether he
will be arrested or not.
Reasonably
apprehension or not.
reasonably apprehends. Reasonably apprehends whether that he is being arrested for accusation
Of non-bailable and
non-bailable offence. Non-bailable only. In cases, it applies in cases of non-bailable offences. ठीक है? And then he would come to the court to seek the protection that I am innocent, I have not committed an offence, and the police is having a grudge against me, it is a political vendetta. These are the things the court is to examine. Nature of the allegations.
Does the accused have to get a regular bail after his anticipatory bail has expired?
Anticipatory bail, if he is arrested, if he misuses the anticipatory bail, he is arrested, then he will have to. Otherwise, you want to ask a question, what is the tenure of an anticipatory bail? You want to say?
Sushila Agarwal case.
Sushila Agarwal's case.
Sushila Agarwal cleared that this point.
29th of January 2020, 133 page judgment. Every whole of the law has been discussed.
And it was
And they say that
no limit of a time.
no limit of time.
Earlier sometimes said that it was up to the framing of a charge, up to the presentation of the lower court, but Sushila Agarwal has cleared this point.
Sir, can we discuss on something on the interim bail?
Yes,
Interim bail.
yes.
Sir, how it is provided when it is under
The section does not provide for interim bail. Okay, but the 438, if equally applies to regular bail, then an interim order the court can pass.
In the 438.
Where the court can pass a order of a bail, either regular or
If the
interim.
court can pass a regular bail, then
That court can pass
it is
interim.
equally competent to pass an interim order.
Sir, what is the difference between a regular bail or interim bail?
Yes, interim bail is granted and a notice is issued to SP and public prosecutor for giving them an opportunity to appear before the court and oppose the application if they have some grounds to oppose. If court, after hearing both the parties, would decide regarding the regular order of anticipatory bail. Otherwise, court prima facie of the opinion that it is a case result of critical vendetta, no case is made out, then the court prima facie grants interim bail. It doesn't mean that if interim bail is granted, then application cannot be dismissed.
Sometimes the court also doesn't give. They say कि you are protected from being sent to jail. They give protection from jail rather than giving bail. For example, in Arnab Goswami case, the Supreme Court told the police that he should not be arrested. Some kind of protection is also given.
That is
normal.
that is anticipatory bail which the court
That is
normally said that
anticipatory
this
bail.
person should not be arrested, or that is the regular bail that to release that person from a jail or a hospital. This is the basic difference.
Difference, anticipatory bail and regular bail, there is a great difference. Regular bail is after arrest,
After the arrest.
anticipatory bail is before
Before the
arrest.
arrest. Is to prevent a person from to touch that person, to take the custody of that person. That is the purpose behind the anticipatory.
And the court, by granting anticipatory bail, would impose the conditions. The court has the power to impose the conditions. that he would-
Anticipatory bail power is exceptional power. It is given rarely. Not the court are not so liberal in giving.
The court should not be so liberal, but when the court looks at that the
Gravity of offence.
that he has not committed an offence or he is being arrested under some to fulfill some
Political
motive or
Maladministrative
to
intention.
for a vendetta, to satisfy the vendetta, or for any such reason that he is being dragged for. There are many reasons. I want to take money from you. You owe me something, and I go to the police station and get a case registered against you for cheating. No offence for cheating is made out. Why the court should not exercise his powers under Section 438? In this manner, there are many types of cases, and no case is registered. I go to the police station, I go to the court and ask for bail, anticipatory bail, that I apprehend and arrest at the hands of the police. Police has not even an application. Why the court should grant bail? If there is some application, reasonable application, that is what I want to describe. That reasonable apprehension is not mere allegation. There must be some FIR or at least some inquiry or investigation by the police or reasonable repeated application against me given by the, so that the court may conclude
or
that
some notice has been issued.
he
to the
has
accused.
really a
उसको
reasonable
notice
application.
issue कर दिया, come to and appear and said something. So it means notice has been given to you, accused, that it has some apprehension.
That is why what are reasonably apprehends. Reasonable apprehension must.
Not only the apprehension, but a reasonable. The word is reasonable is there.
That is what I say, that mere fear,
Mere fear is not enough.
that is not sufficient. और दसो
और कोई बेटा ठीक है? Then now we will discuss this chapter charge and other. Then फिर sir will come here and will again you can put any questions to them, and so sir will guide. Thank you.